It's almost as though instead of going to the gym and starting with like 5-pound weights and working your way up to 200-pound weights, you just like hire some robot to lift the 200-pound weights.
Weight. Even today in Silicon Valley, I can code up applications within hours that would take a developer team, multiple people who are versed in computer science, weeks or months. It can do it within hours. But the guy who's doing that, who's using, let's say, GitHub Copilot or one of these Cursor, these models, that person who's done it within a few hours is extremely good at computer science already, right? Because you have to understand how to create an application, how to modularize things, how to tell the thing to do what it wants you to do.
Yeah.
So a lot of my friends, they're using these models to amplify their work. On the other hand, they tell me about this. Recent graduates in computer science, when they take an interview without AI, a lot of them do really poorly.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
They just haven't done the work during those classes.
Yeah. Well, and I think the incentives are just too great for them not to resist using it in college. And that's a huge concern for me. I mean, when ChatGPT first came out in 2022, I was protected from its, from its implications, at least for a while, because teaching at a very selective elite liberal arts college, most of my students come in with really good writing backgrounds, and they really want to have an education in liberal arts. And so they weren't using it. And whereas I was seeing my friends who work at state schools or more underserved schools, their students started using it immediately. And that is what led to my real concern about the further inequity, the entrenchment of inequities in education. That's really going to lead to a polarization between like more of a cognitive elite and a subcognitive mass. And I think though in the years since, it started to creep even into my classrooms more and more. And I'm able to shield my students from that more than my friends who teach at larger institutions, because I can do things like administer oral exams, have intensive peer review processes, because my classes cap at 22 max. But that's not the case for everybody. And when it comes to writing is not fun for the most part. It's like really unpleasant. It involves like a lot of dealing with your own psychological challenges. And so it's so easy to just reach for something that's going to do that for you. But if I had done that, I like to think I wouldn't have done it when I was in undergrad, but let's say I was 19 now and used that even a little bit, I don't think I would have developed the skills that allow me now to kind of deal with that pain and those challenges and come up with a product that I really enjoy.